Here.
Here we go.
All right, everyone, we're back for another one of our weekly sessions of motion reading with the team. What we're going to do first is we'll do our introductions as usual. Hello. Nai Ji Coach here.
Jailene.
Zaini Adimas.
Mitchell.
Nai G. Mitchell.
Ben.
Naiji Mitchell. I'm sorry, Ben. Sorry, I've been doing incantation stuff, so like what I was just happening, like I repeat it. Sorry.
Well,
It could have happened to anyone, by the way. Let me make that really clear.
Oh man.
You're up. Introductions, please. Introductions, please.
Me, Jai, Infinity.
Cool. And Glenn.
And Naiji Glenn.
Boom. All right. So, status update, real quick, is that we've been going out in the field doing more stuff, and I'll fill you guys in more tomorrow on my vlog. But it's going well, and we can see that there's like a pipeline to getting them to go up and check things out. That we're getting them closer and closer to it. We can feel it. So we're still tweaking out things, but every time we go out there, we can actually feel that it's right there. It's pipeline, and boom, pay dirt. Okay, so good times. A big one of that is I'm actually working on the verbals, the 10-minute verbal pitch with the Nijai Temple, Starglow, and starting soon I'll be doing that also with the Naiji Temple with Mitchell and Ben. Speaking of which, Mitchell and Ben, does Tuesday work?
That's what we had planned, yes.
What time is that?
We hadn't planned a time.
Can we do that now?
Yes. Do you want to do it around when we do this one?
5:30?
Does that work for you, Ben?
Yeah, it works for me. That sounds great.
Okay, cool. All right, sounds good. 5:30 Pacific time for the Naiji Temple. Great. What else is there? I think that's pretty much the main news. We got a lot of things going on there. It's going well. And I think Nijai Starglow made some good suggestions about doing Google Document Share. So we'll be doing more of that in the future, which I think will be really good because Podlayer is going to be a real collaborative effort. It's going to try to put out a massive amount of media in order to create this new world. So very, very excited. I think it'll make things a lot more efficient. Yeah. With that said, let's go ahead and get to the quiz. And you have, can you write down how many people missed what?
Yeah.
All right. Who's the first person?
First person is Nicole Gail Anderson.
All right. What do you have?
I said Nijai for her.
Bijai.
I said Nijai.
I said Johnny.
I said Vijay. Oh, sorry.
Glenn, let's say it again, Glenn. You're muted.
I said Vijay.
Thank you, Vanity. And Glenn, how about you?
And I said
Not sure what that was, but the correct answer is Nicole Gail Anderson. How do you got that right?
Nijai.
That's her name.
Oh, sorry, Nijai. Sorry, oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry. Tech stuff messes me up. Like, I made the screen be right. The screens be right.
So her mojo is
Nijai.
Nijai. Okay.
Vijay.
You said Glenn. Did you say?
Nijai.
Glenn said Nijai. So
Okay.
Jailene, Glenn, and I got it.
Okay.
Excellent.
Cool,
Yeah,
excellent.
where's that? How many people are here?
1, 2,
Five?
3, 4,
Taking
5,
it?
6.
Yeah.
No, are 6 taking it, the quiz, though?
Yeah. 1,
You're taking it.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Thank you. Okay,
Right.
cool. So, there's 6. Next up, Melody Anderson.
Okay. I said Jaini.
Nizai.
I said Nijai.
I said Johnny.
I said Jaini.
I said Nijai.
Melody Anderson is a shiny. Thank you. That helps. That helps, Glenn. Thank you. The answer on that one is for Melody Shiny.
So we're there.
Jailene and I got it.
I got it.
Yeah. So Infinity got 2.
Okay. So 3.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Next is Kristen Anderson Lopez, music artist.
I said Nizi.
Nijai.
I said Nijai.
I said Nijai.
I said Nijai.
I said Nijai.
It is Nijai. Is that 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Next up is that Eva Angela?
Angelina.
Eva Angelina.
Yeah. I said Vijay for her.
Vijay.
I said Vijay.
I said Vijay.
I said Vijay.
Vijay.
Everyone got that one correct.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Next is Lisa Ann.
Okay, I said Zaini for her.
Zaini.
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 Vijay.
All right. Actually, no one got her correct. She was a very tough one, actually. We should probably take a look at her later. I believe,
Wow.
I'd like to look myself. I believe this is a rare Vizag.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
I thought I was seeing Zaini. I wasn't sure on Zaini.
Yes, that was a tricky one.
I wasn't sure.
We should probably take a look at that one because that's an unusual.
Interesting. I could see that though.
What
Yeah,
was the
that's
motion for
interesting.
that?
Vizag.
And I did actually consider saying Nijai too, because like I thought I was seeing like I don't know, like kind of like what you would see for like gather eyes, but that I thought were Ni, but
Yeah, I looked
so,
at for
I mean
because you don't see it too often.
Yeah, definitely.
Next is Lala Anthony, actress.
I said Vijay for her.
Shibai.
I said Nijai.
I said Nijai.
I said Nijai.
I said Nizai.
Lala Anthony is a Vijay.
Vijay.
Ooh.
So 1 out of 6.
6. Good job there, Zoe. Next, Lizette Anthony, actress.
Nizai, I said.
Nizai.
I said Nizai.
I said Nizai.
I said Nizai.
I said Nizai.
Okay, probably should definitely take a look at that one. I believe, I like to look at my work again too. I believe Lizette Anthony is an IG.
Okay.
Wow.
You've been seeing
Okay.
as in the G.
Yeah.
I think we were seeing that.
Be good to take a look.
Could be. Could be.
Could be.
So her and Lisa Ann, be good to take a look at. Let's see here. Amy Ansel, film producer.
Amy Ansel, I said Nizai for her.
Nijai.
I said Nizai.
I said Nijai.
I said Zinai.
I said Naiji.
It is Naiji.
Wow, nice.
Oh, nice job.
Good job, Glenn.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Thank you, thank you.
Next up is Sam Ayataki.
I said Nijai for her.
Vijay.
I said Nijai.
I said Nijai.
I said Naiji. I said Naiji.
And I said Nijai.
All right, I think you guys are tracking on the Jez Gather, but it is Vijay. Who got that?
Ooh.
Amos? Nice. Good job, Amos. Next up, Magda Apanowicz.
I said Nijai for her.
Nizai.
Nijai.
Nijai.
Zinai.
Nijai.
It is Nijai.
So there were 4
Four.
that got it. Yeah.
Next up, Layla Arcieri, actress.
I said Nijai.
Shaivi.
I said Zaini.
Nijai.
Naiji.
Nijai.
I don't think anyone got that one.
Interesting.
I believe that Layla Arcieri is a Nizai.
I was between the answers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next up,
Oh, say that again. The
that
motion?
was Layla Arcieri Nizai. All right,
Oh,
so
cool. Okay.
now we're doing Lucy Arnaz.
I said Nijai.
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 Nijani.
Nijai.
Nijai.
It is Nijai.
You say Nijai enough. Oh.
How many is that? Like 5
That's
out
what
of
she looks
6?
like. Yeah.
6.
Next up,
Yeah.
Allison Arngrim.
She's Naiji. I said Naiji.
Nijai.
I said Nizai.
Nijai.
Jaini.
Nizai.
Mitchell and Glenn got that one. It's Nizai.
Nizai, nice.
I thought.
Wow.
Awesome.
Next up is Ticina Arnold.
I said Nizai with her.
Jinai.
Shiny.
Jiny.
Jivai.
Nizai.
That is Jylene, and Glenn got that one. Nizai.
Cool.
Oh, this next one's a toughie.
Hmm.
Ama Asante.
I said Naiji for her.
Shinai.
I said Nizai.
Jiny.
Jivai.
Naiji.
You guys are all tracking on it, but only Demas got it. Jinai.
Ah.
I you know what that means.
Oh.
Next up,
I knew it somehow.
Annalay Ashford.
I said Nizai.
Nijai.
I said Nijai.
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 Nizai.
It is Nizai. That's two.
2 out of 6.
Next up, is that Elizabeth Ashley?
Actually, yeah. I put Naiji on her.
Nizai.
I said Nizai.
Nizai.
Jaini.
Naiji.
She is Nizai.
Nice.
Any more?
3.
Three
Right,
more
that
left?
got it? No, I'm sorry. 3 that got that. But there are 3 left as well.
Gotcha.
Right.
Is that Aiden Ashley?
Aiden Ashley's the next one. I said Nijai.
Zaini.
Nijai.
Ziny.
Nijai.
Oh, someone's frozen.
Oh, Glenn,
Oh.
did he drop off? Oh, he's coming back in.
Yeah, frozen.
Hey,
Oh,
Glenn,
What was the answer, Glenn?
what'd you call yours?
I said Nijai.
Ziny on Aiden
Ah.
Ashley.
Okay. Cool.
So 3,
Wow.
2, I think.
2.
Demas and I.
Cool. Thank you.
Next is Zoe Ashton.
I said Shiny.
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 Jiny.
Naiji.
Is that?
Oh, Glenn, we have frozen.
Man.
Having a little bit of technical difficulties.
There you guys.
Shiny.
Okay, we should probably take a look at this one. I don't think we got her. I had her down as Nijai.
Okay.
I was considering that. She actually was involved in Playwright. So
What's the next one? One more.
Anna Astrom.
Anna Astrom.
And I said Nijai.
Nijai.
I said Nizai.
Nijai.
Nijai.
Nizai.
It is Nizai.
Nizai.
Yeah, Nizai is the correct answer.
Which one?
Nizai is the correct answer.
Nizai.
Oh, I think it's Nizai.
Anna
I'm
Astrom.
like, whoa.
Alright.
That's pretty out of the order.
Alrighty, so let's now go into the tutorial. So let's pull up was it Lisa?
Yeah. So let me pull up the.
Yeah, like I said, I'm doing a lot of emoji reading, high volume, plus a lot of the projects, so it's good for me to go back and take another look as well.
Never hurts.
Never heard, yeah. Pizza.
So we're doing Lisa Ann, you said?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely, actually, now that you mention it, I didn't even really consider it. I do think that's right.
Yeah.
It's true.
It took me a while to even consider the option.
I never really considered that.
It's at first with Nizai, but it's like I couldn't make Nizai work.
No, yeah.
But
Yeah.
what the thing is, like, it never really looked like spider hands to me too. So
Yeah.
No.
Thing, I was having
Right.
reconciling that.
And she did remind me of some of the Vijay, some ways. But I didn't think she was. I
was
I
like,
thought it was G. Like she was like this seductive G. I definitely wasn't seeing.
I was like, Vijay Ziny, Vijay Ziny, and I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Finally, I was like, wait a minute.
Neither.
So she's Vijay, not Vizai.
So
I just
she's
want to be
Vijay.
Side.
Vizai.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at her, I was seeing like the V and the Xi, and just because V Xi is so rare, I just, it took me a while to look through the cloud of that, that is an option.
Yeah.
Sure, of course.
But let's take a look at her.
Okay, I have her interview with Howard Stern up on the.
Okay. Howard Stern, JD, and Lisa Ann.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Play it.
I think. Oh, I wanted to do it.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't think you guys were hearing us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just on top of that. She's got the definitely laser eyes.
And it has more yang gesturing.
Yeah, gesturing, but she's got a Cheshire cat thing going on like the knees I do. Right there, Cheshire cat.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's like a bit like a knees eye, except that the eyes are more laser.
Yeah, you can kind of see. Yeah, you can see the laserness in the eyes. It's definitely more focused.
Hands are fleshier.
Yeah.
That's cool fleshy, not cool Gumby. It's a little more earthy, a little more yang.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
This is where you catch the babysitter having sex in your house.
No one wants a babysitter having sex in their house while there's no fuck in their house.
And the punishment is you're going to fuck the boyfriend if
Yes.
she's not allowed. Well, hey, she'll never do that again.
Sure.
All right. Cheshire cat.
Yeah, Cheshire cat, absolutely.
Yeah.
Laser eyes.
See, this is what I like. I like little stories.
Yes, never got it wrong. I'm curious. Let's go around and just have everyone's thoughts on it a little bit. So I've already said my piece. Why don't you say a little bit, Charlene, and then pass the baton to Anita on down.
Okay. So one thing that jumps out that I don't think we mentioned yet is her lips. She has those she has those pronounced lips that V alpha have. And then
What she was pausing there because she was trying to come up with a politically correct term for duck lips.
But yeah, by that she means
Yeah.
like the ends trumpet outward.
yeah, trumpet outward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sticks out the bottom.
And it's different. It's different than just like the G pucker because both the V Shy, like Kim Kardashian, and V Xi both have whatever that thing is.
Yeah. She has that, and then with her it's different. Now you can see it.
There's like more visceral energy in it.
Yeah.
Kind of the difference we mentioned between the Nai G and the Bai G.
Yeah.
They're very similar, but the tension around the mouth, the Bai G, it's more like tense.
Yeah. And now that you see through the fog of, like considering this as an option, Visa as an option is totally obvious. You
Yeah.
can see the
Yeah.
lip.
No, it really is.
Yeah, you see the Cheshire
Yeah.
cat,
Yeah.
you see the laser eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It pops out to me now.
Yeah, in retrospect. Yeah, and the eyes pop out. Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so what you should do is kind of do a round robin, and then if anyone has any questions or anything, so make sure we know that we can see it now, and if there's anything still troubling, we can talk about that a bit more. All right, but that's
Maybe we should do a little bit more of the video, just to drop more of the video.
We do a little more, and maybe just like 30 seconds or so of another video of her, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Setting.
Maybe something different, sure.
It is a bit of a rarity, so it's nice to take a look at it.
Had a lot of fun that day. So you're not going anywhere. You're going to learn what happens when you first go to my house.
That doesn't sound like any boy. That sounds like a 100-year-old man.
Robin, and all that I told you, the one I watched last night, the babysitter looked like she was about 40.
Hey, but Howard, I'm 41.
Are you? Wow.
It happens to all of us.
Are
I'm
you
still
still in
older.
porn? Are you still actively shooting?
I am actively shooting. This
And
is
also,
my last year I was shooting.
don't pause. You can let go.
Oh, don't let it.
You can pause whatever, but I think it's don't be shy, everyone, about talking. Who are watching this, they don't see the video. They only see us. So please go ahead and talk. If people don't have anything else to say about it, then we should probably move on to another sample.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
I definitely see what you're talking about in terms of the V-Zionist in retrospect.
Yeah.
I mean, the eyes come out. You see the Cheshire Cat. I mean, the things that you kind of expect to see there.
Yeah.
And you see when she did that double bobble there that you see like the Nizai doing with the ni and the ji. She did. It was more sensuous. That's V was ji. V was ji. It was more body, more sensuous.
I mean, when I made my initial read, it was of Zion-Ni, and I thought that the mouth was coming out more than the eyes. And
that's something that definitely can be tricky with the particularly the two Jez gatherers because of the Cheshire Cat. The Cheshire Cat is very wowy.
Yeah.
But if you can keep yourself steady against that energy, you'll note two things. One is that the eyes are just watching you while she's macking, she's watching you. And the other, that G, although big, even before it gets to the eyes, it's not momentum. It doesn't even really get to the cheeks that much.
No, and I did see that, definitely.
That's definitely visible, no doubt.
And it's definitely G, there's no question about that. That's why I did think Ziny over Vijay. I mean, every single time she's out, it's butter and seductive or something like that.
Totally.
You see those kind of tight cones on her hands, though. Kind of like the other gatherers. They do it. They make little tighter motions. All right, cool. Let's pick some other ones, Charlene, that were difficult ones.
Yeah.
I think there's at least one more hero.
There's
I think we had a few of them that nobody got.
There was G9, only a Demus got.
Well, this one is interesting. Lisette Anthony, who was a Naiji, but
I think that's good one because I think almost everyone guessed Nizai in that one.
Yeah.
Check her out.
Perfect.
Not showing up here on the app. Let me see if she's the regular YouTube.
I think what might be good. Let's actually lead off with Infiniti answering first, you know what I mean? And then you guys can come in after and get additional thoughts.
That sounds great.
Sounds good?
Totally. Rock and roll.
Let me grab this interview here, pull it into the app. Okay, here we go.
Our special guest, put your hands together for Lisette Anthony.
This is an elegant huntress right here. Infiniti, you are on mute, sir.
Husbands and wives. Not to mention,
I immediately see it in the eyes in retrospect. Yeah, totally. I see the Nye eyes.
She is very elegantly softening her game. I think she hides her yangness a lot. But I'm curious when Infiniti has this.
It was probably wideness, but V wideness rather than knee wideness.
This is a very traditional farce, as in it's funny.
Infiniti, I'm curious now that I know what she is. How are you taking her body movement? It's a bit more slinky and sudden.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's been sharp.
Kind of.
I mean, the structure of the play to make it funny more than manners, because something goes wrong. In this, it's 6 bottles of nail varnish. Is it going down?
Yeah, Infiniti, I'm curious how you interpret her game, because to me, she seems like she's got a pretty good game.
Oh, she definitely does.
Joe plays the blonde in this because he's a politician and he's like who makes it all possible.
I mean, she has like a crafty style to her.
She does.
She doesn't
For what it's worth.
Oh, the hair!
But then again,
she's doing that.
Coach, wouldn't Nizai have this type of craftiness also? Like, I don't know, I would have trouble differentiating. There I see Nye.
You're talking about.
But she moves her cheeks a little bit too. I didn't really notice that. Like when she kind of gets into it.
Yeah, it goes up too high.
Yeah, it moves the cheeks more than
Also, her gaze is very penetrating.
Oh,
She's
totally.
smiling, but she's like locked on.
Yeah.
Right.
And her hair, that was all put where it's supposed to go.
Slugging the goblin girl.
Yeah, she had cleaned the teeth before, thank God.
We've got a little clip. Have a look at this.
I see your point. I see
She
your
gets more
point.
taken over by the G than you do.
By a boy that I'm practically old enough to be his mother, bless him. I said, why did you basically pass all of us old?
I think I sometimes get confused by the wideness of her eyes, and I think that kind of puts her in the knee category, in the knee side category, rather than the Naiji category.
Gotcha. Take a look at how easily she articulates and how it energizes her. She likes to speak her mind.
That's what they meant to say.
Yeah.
That's very 90s.
Oh, shut up.
Cool.
And it's so funny. I see that wide smile, and I thought Cheshire Cat.
She's got a nice big smile, but slinky movement.
What he meant was that
It does go above.
Oh, right there. The hands, those hands got a little too much yang in them.
Okay.
Adapted.
I was there, it's just struggling along with, going more and all that sort of brown face.
Okay, do you see how her movements, they have low viscosity?
Yeah.
She just elegantly, but
Yeah.
as you ever see, she has a slight forward tilt in her head almost the entire time.
I love this. I hate to be
Even leaning back, she still leans forward with her head.
Uh-huh.
hideous, trying to grow
Even
up.
though she, see, I have trouble noticing that. Like, if she's, I can't really tell any forward movement if she is leaning back. But I guess I need to see more of her.
Okay, there's something I remember hearing once in some like ER episode way back in the day. I have strange memories that come up. But there was like a thing talking about the nature animals, and I forget exactly the context, but some nature expert was explaining to one of the doctors that some person was flirting with him or whatever. And he's like, "How do you know?" And one of the things that's stuck in my head is she's giving you full frontal neck. Full frontal neck. Okay.
She does that a lot. She
Actually,
does that a lot.
doesn't. That's the key.
Oh, really?
She does it. This Naiji, she does it when she laughs. The rest of the time, and this answers your question, directives tend to have their head more forward because it protects the neck and projects your energy forward.
Right.
Her energy, if you look at here, you may need to watch more in your own. She's very elegant, very casual, but actually she's not actually at ease. She's not.
Yeah, that I wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is great. Now I told you that. Look at this. She is not at ease. Okay, Nigel, you're very good at doing this. She is not at ease. She is not comfortable, and she is feeling guarded. She's also determined to be elegant and charming, and she is. She's being
Yeah, that I
elegant,
know.
but
That
she's
part
not.
I know.
Okay, but she is not comfortable. Even when she laughs, she like laughs and like stares pointedly while she's doing it.
Really? Okay, I'll have to look again.
You know what I noticed? When that second guy, he starts talking to her and she has to turn around to face him, that's kind of a bit, I think, kind of caught her off guard a little bit, didn't it, I think?
Yes, you're right. It's not as easy for her to, good observation, Glenn, it's not as easy for her to shift attention as it is for a gatherer. A gatherer with G, a Nizai, for example, or a Vizai, much easier to shift that G attention.
They're more easy, they have an easier time juggling
it.
Different conversations with different people.
Totally. She has stronger G overall, but you're right, she's not like to switch focus as much. Good. Let's watch a little more. Good note. And John, if you want to jump in, go ahead.
Oh, so exhausting! No way we could have known. I mean, it was extraordinary on the first night, apart from the fact that I got the day wrong and I didn't realise it was our first night, so it was unbelievably frightening.
I do see that, yeah. Even she's holding her wrist, and not only she's holding the tenseness naturally, as opposed to like an adaptive would, their wrists would naturally drop.
Okay, very good point. On the pause there, Johnny's making very good observation. I also saw one. I think Adeem says something too. Go ahead real quick.
Yeah, I was just noting how she does this maneuver where she holds the hand.
She's doing it right there, actually.
Yeah, she's doing it right there in the freeze frame, holding the hand right near the wrist, which puts a lot of pressure on your wrist. So you have to sort of either hold it straight or let it naturally dip, or like her, the way it's working out is like she's actually just naturally tense and keeping that angle, but naturally it doesn't seem like she's straining to hold it up. Whereas with an adaptive, it would naturally like move downward, the angle of the wrist, or you'd see more tension in the forearm and in the wrist and in the hand area, more visible tension of her trying to hold, of an adaptive trying to hold that straight.
Also, too, is here is that we talked before about the directors, particularly ones who are trying to look elegant. They'll lay back, and they'll often keep their hands from being too yangy. But one of the things that gives it away is they have the claw clutch. I mentioned that, remember, Infiniti, that they'll do it on the armrest?
Completely.
They'll look like they're just chilling, except they're chilling while clawing the armrest.
Right. That's totally aware of that.
She's kind of clawing her own self, is what Jean-Lee is mentioning. The way she's grabbing it, when Nijai or Nizai do that, it's more like a ringing, a loose ringing. She's she's clenching. She's clenching herself.
Yeah, it's like extending farther. I get it.
Also, the other thing I noted is you were seeing, as far as like the objective perception, I just saw her laughing. She went, what? And she made big, wide V eyes. That was altered state. We should go back. When she did that, that was wide, it was V, and that was altered. She leans forward. Here comes.
On the first night, apart from the fact that I got
Come
the
soon.
wrong and I didn't realise it was our first night, so it was unbelievably frightening.
Time on that?
Right here. Every time she laughs, goes forward.
Not quite, but I just think we were in the tech.
A second, here comes.
What?
There. What? Okay, that's altered state.
Bingo. Yeah.
Yeah, they almost, when I do that, they almost look
bulgy eye quality.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Unnatural, like
A little natural.
Yeah.
She's having a good time, but
I'm a believer, Terry. I'm a believer. I believe that you've got to believe in the coalition.
I
Because
think
the intelligence
absolutely.
isn't worth thinking
It's
about.
not a coalition, it's a Tory government with a Liberal run.
You're absolutely wrong, because the old guard is actually
Tension,
been
power arc.
Oh, David oiled over to it.
All that was directive. That's gestures.
After the break,
That was at 4:28. Probably should have taken time, guys. We'll be better at this.
Yesterday, and this is effectively placed in, I guess, a doctor's duty of care.
Curious.
Above a patient.
Yeah. How were you guys able to see it? It seemed like you were able to pick up pretty.
Yeah, because then it seemed more clear, like how percussive her gesturing was, as opposed to an Izai or an adaptive. It would have more viscosity. Even an objective mojo would have less she had way more viscosity and percussiveness in her movement. And then, the fact she was setting boundaries, like with her body language, with the fact that she didn't like to turn and change her focus.
Right.
The V looked altered when she did it, and it was V. It wasn't dancing. It was like lasered in.
There was also the way that she's comfortable articulating. She's a monologuer, and when she does it, she kind of manically like spits words out really quickly while she's still doing 1,000-yard stares or in a drift.
Okay.
Yeah, and when you see her kind of dealing with multiple people, then the energy is a bit more manically sensitive. HSP energy. Yeah.
Manic, yeah.
Play a little more.
Yeah.
So did the judge get this one right or incorrect? Older mums, anything you want to say, we'd love to.
There's no way!
It was a question and
Okay, that's directive. There's no way. That's momentum G. There's no way. Play it back real quick.
Let's see.
Oh, right there. Look at that. Okay, that is.
Yeah, there you go. Wide.
5 minutes 24.
No.
And those
VI.
those VIs, those are bugged out. That is bugged out V.
Yes.
But you're also seeing a very excited Naiji. This is compared to the other knee mojo ladies, which make up most of the pop culture 5 for the ladies. This is the intense charisma that the Naiji lady has. It's a different kind of charisma, but it is very charismatic.
Yeah, you see it in these type of poses. You don't see it in every pose, but in that pose, boom.
No, she hides a lot. That's saying about her being natural. This is her more natural, and I can see she's keeping herself from doing that most of this interview.
Interesting.
Is intelligence overrated? Now, The 7 I've been
Well, she
arguing
came
about
with fully jutted, G out.
said he was. It was a questionnaire, and the questionnaire.
No way. Okay, that is independence of mind, boys and girls. There is no way. No.
Maybe. Being bright doesn't guarantee you anything in life, so why bother filling your head with nonsense like facts? You'll be better off developing.
In this interview, there's a lot of long gaps.
Yeah, jump this guy, please.
Of course, you watch, which is a bit ourselves and want to damage our immune system. Good for
You may want to go further. She may even be done for this interview.
Yeah. Remember that his face, the BT like.
All right, cool. But this is a good time on that one, though.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's maybe do one more, and then we'll switch into some. Then we'll do a bunch of live reads.
Perfect.
We can, I'll leave it a vote. We can go with Amma Sant, who Scott, yeah, but everybody else got Naiji, or we could go with Zawi Ashton, who we all got wrong. She was a Nijai.
You know what? Let's do Zawi, because even like on the I admit like for the Jinai one, like now that I know that, it's sort of like I didn't even really consider it for her. Whereas for Zawi, something more.
Cool.
Yeah, a little more.
Okay. Just 1 sec. You guys can get started. I just need to go away from the screen. I'll be away for like 30 seconds, a minute. So, but you guys can go
for
ahead.
it.
Okay.
You're there.
Sounds good. Okay, so this one is an interview in Swedish for her film.
Move it on.
It's funny, I was actually considering going with Nizai for her at one point, but I think the roundness of her cheeks and stuff threw me off.
That's why you wouldn't have gone with me.
I think that's what threw me off. But I was like, I did at one point think that I was seeing like cooling in the cheeks and stuff.
Yeah, I was totally debating.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I take this. No, I actually pulled up the wrong one.
Yeah.
That's why I was.
Oh.
Like I'm confused now. Okay, it's actually
Yeah.
and Ashram. Okay, so that makes So this is the one who's Nijai. Okay. I did see a similarity, actually, a riff similarity between her and the girl who's dating.
Hi everyone.
Who's
I'm
dating
so sorry.
Bradley Cooper? What's her name? Jim or.
And what would I have it down as?
Nijai, Zawi Ashton.
I'll take a look.
I'm on a glamorous location.
And right off the bat, I saw more of a compressed Nye eyes out of her.
Let me go ahead and take a look here because I want to make sure I got this right myself.
I believe, yep. Good luck.
Okay, you got me. I'm not in Hollywood, I'm in Vauxhall. But that's not what you're supposed to be. They can do on the beat. Sorry, I can't be their videos. It's supposed to be away somewhere glamorous, working, or on tour with Prince. By the time you watch this, I will be out of the country. However, and I'm so gutted that I can't be there celebrating with friends and colleagues. Thank you so much, Screen Nation, for this, for acknowledging me in such a mad, talented category. Naomi, Tandy,
I think I meant that wrong.
I celebrate all of
Possibly.
you.
This might be Johnny.
Oh, okay, that's what I would. Yeah.
I think that's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's what we.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, but let me just go quasi stay here for a second. It's looking long to me here.
Yeah, it jumped out. Her gesturing was looking bronzy to me, which was a.
Like I said, I'm doing a lot of high volume reads, so it's good for me to check my work.
Yeah.
I'm getting shiny here. Let's put another video on real quick.
terms of distribution. Still, it's a bit of a
it's quite strong now, quite a strong friendship.
There's another one about that makeup.
Always kind of,
Yeah.
The makeup.
Is this me, Jolene, or is every now and then she reminds you of Caitlin Olsen from Mouth?
It's always sunny. Yeah.
That's what threw me. She has a really good knee.
Yeah.
But kind of Caitlin Olsen does. A little zingy. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought she was a Nai. I thought she was Naiji. I must have gotten thrown off.
Well, you were guessing.
She's poised.
Well, she's poised, and you were guessing sub wrong. So actually, that's not all, because I believe the correct answer is Jaini. So.
Interesting.
I actually guessed shiny.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Well, she has her head like this. Reminds me of a lot of
Yeah.
like that. She got a lot of good comedic knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what happened to me there is that she's got a really good knee, and so I didn't look in deep enough to get the wrong knee. But
Now I'm noticing it.
Yeah.
yeah, she got a really good knee, but it's got a languidness to it. And right there,
I made the same mistake.
1,000-yard stare looks natural. She had the heavy liddedness, looks totally natural.
Yes.
Cool, cool. So ever make sure you note that was Jaini. So if you put Jaini, that's correct.
Zoe Ashton, Jaini. How many called Jaini? 1,
I did.
3. Mitchell, did you?
I did as well.
Okay. Or what did you? How about you, Ben? What'd you call?
I did as well.
Jaini? Okay, cool. So 5
5
out of
out
6.
of 6.
Alrighty.
By the way, what was Melody Anderson?
Melanie Anderson.
Jaini?
Jaini.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Coach,
Yeah.
sometimes I wish, I'm just going to say this, sometimes I wish that instead of having photo collages, that we would have like video collages, because I feel like that would help me tremendously in getting the patterns here that I'm missing. Like if I saw like a collage of Jaini doing exactly that, I think I would lock into it a lot better than
Well, I think that's something we don't have a lot of staff to do, but I like the idea. Great. I really like that idea, and I think as soon as we have some more people who want to get media credit in track 4, I think that's a great idea. I think if we have a person be up for it, getting, if not video to start with, but I like video too, we could definitely go with getting some freeze frames of like
certain maneuvers.
Like Naiji G articulation, and get freeze frames of Naiji doing.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
And then eventually get to where there's like little video snippets.
Yeah.
So it's a little like, you know, like those looping snippets, like a looping video snippet of G articulation, like a couple seconds of it or something.
Yeah,
So
because if I saw this recurring, I think the game might change for me a little bit. I could be wrong, but I just wonder that if I saw enough Jaini back to back, just doing these type of things, I wonder if the game would change a little bit for me. But it's a very tough. I mean, in terms of media credits, it would take a while. There's no doubt it would take a while.
But you can sort of simulate
a lot. One thing
by going through the Q notations on the forum threads and ones that are the same mojo, and you see them doing the same type of maneuvers.
But as far as the real time he's talking about, I think what you'll find is something that Starglow is mentioning is how learning about all the different pop culture people. Once you know most of them, then whenever you're watching anything you're watching, you'll kind of be seeing maneuvers, and you'll always know if you have a wide selection of celebrities what you're actually seeing. So that helps mat time rack up relatively quickly.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, completely.
But so on that, if you want to do that, then once you knew, like for example, what a bunch of Jaini are like, it's just rent some Jaini.
Just play it out.
Yeah, you could do you could do interviews, which is better for like reading someone you don't know yet. But something that is good to do is if you've already done the interview read, or someone who's a good reader has already told you the answer, then just watching a movie of them doing what they do can be a good way to sear it in more artistically and drink in lots of sample time without feeling like you're doing study. You're more just watching a movie.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get into some live reading. I will try a few different things here. First one is let's just try having the whole group do it together on this first one. So I'll pick a person to be read, and then you guys play the video, and you can stop it whenever you want, talk whatever you want, and then get to where you guys have something close to a consensus, and that'll be the
Sweet, this is gonna be fun.
Let's do it. All right, so
like a jury.
Yeah.
I just wanna point out.
It'd be funny, like we just like all disagreed, like nobody.
Glenn, sorry, what were you saying?
Glenn, you were saying
I was
something?
saying the YouTube for this Hangout thing that I got going on here, it doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to check on the actual on my internet browser.
Okay, so I'll copy the link of the interview on the chat and send it over to you once we have that, and so you can follow along. Does that work?
Thanks.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, so if you guys can't come to the consensus, that's fine too. But the main thing I want to do here is one, I think it'd be interesting for the viewer to be able to kind of follow along with us. But also something I was talking about with Jilene and Demas is that there's mental chatter that you do when you mode your read, and it's important. For example, sometimes you have an idea of something, and you kind of like say in your head, "Is it this?" And then you kind of get the answer back. The sample talks to you, and when you do that,
Ooh. Yeah, it's like it's a spiritual activity. That's, I mean, when you're asking for guidance on any spiritual activity, you'll get guidance.
Also, like you guys frequently say what you were thinking and feeling after you find out what the answer is, but we're also doing that prior. And I think that people watching it would get a lot of benefit of kind of hearing our mental chatter, right, wrong, or whatever, just kind of hearing us mull through it, because that's how the brain actually works, and hearing us speak it out would help their brain know how a mode reading brain operates. All right, let's do it.
Cool.
Cool.
So, what about Aaron Bethia? Is that person at Wikipedia?
Let's see. Check that, Aaron Bethia. How do you spell?
Bethea.
Bethia.
Yeah, she does have media.
All right, let's
Let
do
me
it.
go ahead and send it over to Glenn. I sent over the link.
You want to see what the
Okay, so
video
the video we're watching says ICRS Faith Flicks interviews of Aaron Bethia. Yeah.
Cool.
So I guess we'll all keep our comm lines on.
Yep.
And we'll chat as we go.
I'm an actress from a few films that you might know, including
I'm leaning right away to adaptive. I don't know, I just got that vibe, but nothing.
I first started acting, well, I guess I first started acting when I was a kid, just nobody was paying me.
So our eyes pop. Yeah. That's looking a little more like dancing. It seems to me that rather than the laser.
Charlie, have you say a few things? Yeah. Since you're a strong reader. No, why don't you guys start asking the people what they're saying?
Oh, okay. Other things I see the emotiveness. It does go up into our shapes.
Yeah, I see a ton of emotiveness.
Yeah.
Whether it's Jai or G, but a ton of emotiveness.
Yeah. Mitchell, what do you see?
I agree with everything that's been said so far. I definitely think knee mocha.
What did you say, Mitchell?
I see unaware mouth.
I was saying I agree with everything that's been said so far.
Yeah.
I'm checking out what Mike's saying now.
Jump in?
Yeah, I mean, I've been following your track pretty much exactly. with everything you said so
I,
far.
I agree with everything.
I mean, one particular mojo is absolutely coming out to me. Don't know if I'm right on it, but
other than people being angry at me for the way I treat your camera.
Okay. I'm seeing as far as what are you guys seeing as far as Jai or Ji, for example, in the map?
This is looking.
Let's not leave it too much.
Okay.
Jelly. Keep it open so it can be whatever.
I'm leaning towards Adrom right now.
Okay.
you know,
I agree with Ben actually.
Yeah.
She has these. Yeah, she does have these kind of breathy laughs.
Yeah, she does.
Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I think I see a unifield face.
I don't know that I see that yet. Not saying that she's not.
Right now, this
right
double
now,
barreling looks kind
yeah.
of natural state to me.
Yeah, I'm still taking that part of it in actually.
Yeah.
That's one part because the Jai kind of jumps out to me. The emotiveness jumps out.
Yeah, the kind of downcast poignancy.
And
emotiveness.
do you notice that? I think she has a bit of a bobble there that she casts on quite often.
Yeah.
Which
Definitely
makes-
Glenn.
Yep.
Definitely Glenn. When she's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see her eyes. Okay, pop. The knee seems to come
Yeah, it
out.
really just came out in her eyes. Yeah.
Solid
Also,
gesture.
when she's going in, I don't want to lead anyone, but when she's going in, that looks kind of underwater.
No, say what you want to say. It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, going underwater a lot.
Yeah, but yeah, she's going up, but I actually see her kind of closing her eyes. Like
Yeah, I think we all assume that we put out right now is kind of like a feeler.
Feeler, yeah. Because I see the hands right now, and she was doing some gesturing. I haven't seen one way or the other Gumby or Franzi yet.
To my understanding that we're on Adrom right now?
I think we're, I don't know, I'm tracking on Adrom.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Adimus?
I'm
Right now, a lot of us are saying Adrom.
just Knee Alpha,
Knee
just
Alpha.
as kind of an extra flavor.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Mitchell? Where are you at?
With regard to what?
What do you track? Are you your read? Your
Oh, just in general?
What are you noticing?
Are you leaning anywhere?
I'm still definitely, I think, seeing Jai.
Okay.
Like with the eyes. And it's definitely going up her face, too. I think.
Yeah.
Up near the eyes.
That's same impression as Mitchell. Exactly the same.
Yeah.
I really am pretty sure.
Yeah, even on the eyebrow, above the eyebrow, yeah, and into the forehead. When she does emote, you do see a heaviness there come into play. And I don't know that that's something that you see with a Nijai.
Maryland.
Yeah.
I think I'm seeing unaware mouth too.
They find him in the desert.
Yes, I'm definitely seeing unaware.
Yeah.
Show him that there are better
I'd almost like to see her gesturing more.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I
Hard
think
to see. She does it below the screen.
That or just another perspective.
Yeah.
Entirely.
We're almost
Yeah.
See that, like the cadence of the gesturing. That would be really helpful.
Yeah, I think
This is
here-
great, guys. This is just what we need. Perfect. Well done. Thanks.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, definitely. Then we have another one. We have another one. She's actually with someone else, but I think we can still get some good info off of this, and I think this is the last interview that they have of her over here. But I think that will do for what we're looking for. Okay, so this one, before we get started, this one, for everyone who's following along, is interviews featuring Aaron Bethia and Drew Waters from Ted Baer Movie Guide. Okay, let me, volume this low on this one.
Yeah, yeah, I'll talk about that. Talk about that.
Okay. So her knee was tracking, I kind of saw knee tracking on his knife.
I think
I feel like I'm seeing a lot of unaware mouth.
Yeah, I am too.
And another thing really is that I'm not seeing stone face either. Like in other words, like looking for cues you're not seeing. We haven't really talked about that. Like I don't really see her like flattening the emotiveness.
Good point,
that I
Mitchell.
usually do.
Yeah, good point. One
Good
thing that I did
point.
see here now that she is bringing the gesturing into play, and I'm wondering if you guys will see this too when I start doing it, is she doesn't have, it seems to me, what I'm seeing, she doesn't have as much tenseness as a Gumby claw. Like she has actually looseness in the finger area that I seem to see more with Franzi. So,
okay.
You guys notice that, like more fluffiness.
Board through that film, playing that character, and then we were together and
Full agreement, Shailene.
Yeah, it seems more open, more loose than
Yes.
Gumby
She was a
claw.
big part of my personal relationship.
Which interview is this, by the way, Shailene?
Oh, I'm sorry, Glenn. Let me copy the link for you.
Maybe what's the name of it? Just maybe I can find it in the playlist here.
I have it right here. So let me just shoot that to you real quick, that way.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
The scene is the salvation scene, and Aaron, from Fireproof, comes with.
Yeah, she's really tracking on him.
Very successful.
For getting a cue from him seems like, because she hasn't even looked at the interviewer once during the interview, and it's already like a minute 30 into it.
Raw, personal.
That seems to be, I mean, as far as like, I know we've gone on the adaptive versus direct, we've gone on the adaptive side of things, but I don't think like a directive seems like they would be more on their own agenda. She seems to be
completely. I'm almost seeing anti-directiveness, if there is such a thing.
Yeah, she's like so at ease. Just sitting there with him talking. With directives, like we'll get things we need to say, and it'll show in our body language.
Yeah.
Like we kind of want to interrupt people, or we'll lean forward a little bit. Totally
finding our moment to sort of
being a listener.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay, she was nodding there with her Jai, and Sonny and Sojai.
Yeah, yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. She seems to be taking in, drinking in what he's saying, and then she nods with her Jai and her, me, like, both agree. Well, the Jai is agreeing, the knee is just drinking in.
And I got to play the lead in it, and it was a character that really.
So Shailene.
I grew up.
Yeah, Glenn.
Is when you like Jaini have more of a looseness in the joints, more so than Nijai?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
The spectrum of yang, yin and yangness, the tensioning of the towers.
The lowest for the towers.
Yeah, and then the gatherers would be next.
Then the hunters, then the pilots are the most.
Pilots, yeah.
Makes sense.
The most tension.
Totally makes sense.
The tension's about boundary setting. That's really what it is. It's like
boundary setting.
Point.
But one sort of boundary setting, because hunters have a different sort, which is more like the watchful, and they have that more than the pilot.
Yeah, like Coach was saying, yes, boundary setting. So.
And taking action. And taking action, because as you mentioned, Mitchell.
And taking action with the pilots more.
Yeah,
they need to be more in the dynamic.
Both the directors will have like they want to anticipate going in.
Yeah.
Like have a little bit of that. Yeah. And they'll start they'll start adjusting their body energy as if I want to interject.
Yeah. So it's really interesting to me that it's like 3 minutes 30 interview. She hasn't looked at the interviewer once. She's taking all of her cues off of him, who he seems to me. I mean, he looks like a pilot. His hands are really thick and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, now.
So let's go, I guess, to, do you guys, I think I do see now like another interview, and she's actually by herself at an award show. Do you want to look at that one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll give you the link, Glenn.
Yeah.
Let me just pull that
Thanks.
up.
And then just another thing I was just thinking about with regard to the directives and adaptives. Although the directives will do that anticipation thing, the adaptives also Well, like, when the directors aren't anticipating, they'll have more of a tendency not to pay as close of attention because they're more in their worldview. Whereas the adaptives are a little more steadily drinking in the environment.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
They have as their momentum a drinking in power, so they will use it whether it's their source or their and not part of their innate game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally makes
Directors
sense,
will kind
actually.
of lose track of aspects of the environment. That they're
Yeah, because both of their momentum powers are reaction.
Yeah, in
So,
real time.
so either it's drinking in and resonating, or resonating mainly and then drinking in and then taking in, resonating more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I noticed that. I think Coach actually mentioned this. That hunters, they kind of wait for the right moment, and then gatherers,
totally
they're more of a wait and see, watch and just like wait and see what happens, that sort of thing.
Yeah. As a gatherer, I totally relate to that, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder like what the spin on it would be for fighters and towers, like that's sort of hunter and gather, but I think it would be just like the same thing, but just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Fighters are more engaged and towers are more reserved.
Or more, and more aloof, I guess, more detached from the dynamics, the outward dynamics, on an ongoing basis.
Right. There are tilts, forward tilt of the pilot versus the backward lean of the tower.
Yeah, dramatically.
Like, the dynamics like don't naturally. It's hard to like kind of, I don't know, move them around in that way. Like they're naturally sort of distance themselves from that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Coach, can I make a comment about this? I am absolutely loving this part of the activity. I feel like when I can't speak for everyone here, but I love this collaboration that's going on right now.
I'm glad.
We are kind of coming together as a team to do this. I don't know how you all feel about this, but I'm really enjoying this.
I'm loving the vibe here.
I enjoy it too. I'm enjoying this as well.
Excellent. And I think.
Because you get the best ideas off of other people, you know, like in.
I was actually thinking, Coach. I was just gonna say. I was also thinking maybe we can try and see if we can incorporate track 2 stuff maybe in these hangouts, so we can kind of, I don't know, be asked questions and answer them. I don't know. I was thinking that could give us some.
You mean as practice? Okay.
Answering questions. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. I'm thinking about that, but I believe it may need its own thing. And so, I actually would like to bring on another Google session at some point that would be focused on that, because do voicing and everything, it'd be nice to kind of give it its go. Because a big part of voicing, Shailene and Dean was telling you for sure, being out in the field, is the physicality of it. The physicality of keeping your central nervous system elevated, your spirit elevated for 40 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. So I think, because you're talking about doing voice training, right, in order to build mastery and confidence, being able to go for that long will be a big part of you feeling extremely confident and masterful.
It kind of does have a V-ish quality to it.
So to answer your question, I guess shortly, Glenn, is yes, I would like to do that. I think maybe we should have its own session. But I definitely want to bring that on board. I'm glad that you guys are voicing some
Glenn, it's an awesome idea.
Okay, because I would very much like to do it, because it's very motivating to work out with like a theater troupe. It's much easier to get into character and to say your stuff, and you know, like actors when they say the lines and the camera's gonna be completely on them. A good acting friend who's not going to have the camera on them, they'll still be where the camera can't see, asking questions and being in character, so that the person the camera is on has more ability to get into it. So definitely, I think it's a great idea.
And then would the hangouts be just centered on one person at a time? Like the entire hangout is just focused on, say, me, and then say Ben, and then the next one would be on like a different person, or would it be?
I think probably the best way to do it would be to build it as conversational. That's a good question, Glenn. I can get into it more at another time, but short answer is, I imagine it would vary, but I would treat it as a team sport that we're playing, but that certain times I would ask somebody to go for like a long stretch. that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think everyone would get time doing it, and then I think there can also be other Google Hangouts where maybe you can meet with 1 or 2 people to actually practice going long on just your set.
Right, of course.
Cool. All right. So on this real quick is I really do like, as Ibni was saying, the back and forth we're doing. And this is critical for you all here and for those who are watching it to know that this is not wrong. What we're doing right now, that we have gone off the case. We do need to focus ourselves. We need to come back onto this case and have you guys give me what your answers are. However, the going back and forth and having your brain go where it wants to go, that's working in a very large pattern format that you need to do mojo reading.
Completely.
And for example, where your spirit's at, if you are disquieted in your spirit, it'll be difficult to zone in on that canvas of that other person's soul. And so if these thoughts are rattling around your brain, they need to be talked about. They need to be given voice, and that will clear your lens up to do what it needs to do better. So this talk was important. For example, Glenn had this on his mind. So that was taking up space of wondering where that's going to go, that now can be used for this. Plus, not only does it free up space, I believe the voicing, as I mentioned before, will make for stronger reading. And so Glenn wants a stronger voice. That's smart, that's wise. And so when he gets that, that'll make his reading better. So actually, him, us, the whole process got stronger from that while in a mojo read. That is one of the freaking things I love about mojo reading is all the life lessons you get and upgrades. You'll be reading some sample, trying to figure out, is it Jai-ni, is it Nijai, what is this thing? And next thing you know, you're like, you know what I need to do with my life? And you come like, I'm telling you, it happens all the time. I hope you enjoy it, but it's awesome.
It really is.
All right, because you're basically dropping off extra weight on other things and other things that you're kind of worried about, and that gives you more space, more energy to focus on the things that are really on your mind, that you're actually really trying to focus on, right?
I could not have said it better. Absolutely. And mojo reading is a great truth beacon to find out what you are actually thinking about. Sometimes you as the apparatus don't really know what all of you is thinking about. If you mojo read, you get into this trance state that we're all in now. Next thing you know, you get loose and you start figuring out where you're really at. It's cool. All right, so this is awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back on this case here. But I think we'll find a little lighter and a little clearer, which is good.
Yeah, and I'm going to get loaded up, send the link over to Glenn.
What's up?
Okay, for the audience following along, this is Aaron Bethia's interview at the 22nd Annual Movie Guides Award Gala by Mingle Media TV Network. Cool. Glenn, do you have it all set up on your end?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's just loading. It takes a while. That's all.
Okay.
Good though.
With the Red Carpet Report, tonight we're in Universal Studios at the 22nd Annual Movie Guide Awards, honoring the best films of the year.
Hi. You make it.
Exactly!
I'm trying to like evoke spring so that it will feel warm out here.
I love your dress. Very beautiful.
I see a lot of Jai. She was giving a lot of Jai.
Yeah. I see a lot of unaware mouth going on.
Her hands again.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you guys think about the gesturing?
Classic.
Yeah, I don't.
Right now, from this perspective, it is starting to look a bit long and more willowy.
Yeah, for example.
Yeah. I'm starting to lean a lot more towards Johnny as well.
And even on the freeze frame to her face there.
Going in. Yeah,
I really think I'm seeing
the eye area too.
I'm not seeing the need being detached almost from the Jai more than as it would be for a Nijai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I've actually been feeling that the entire time.
Like so much. What? Sorry, Mike.
I've actually been feeling that the entire time. Where it just seems like Jai is overriding me at this point.
Yeah.
And I feel like Sorry,
Ben,
we all have a lot to say.
Ben, go ahead.
I feel like in the mouth I see like such a strong signal of poignancy that I think it's stronger of a signal than the eyes. I think like the mouth pops first. I'm getting that from her.
Absolutely.
yeah, Glenn?
What I noticed is that, I don't know, this may be me, but with Jaime versus Nijai, Jaime had more of like a baby face kind of look in their face entirely. In the eyes, it kind of has this kind of shiny, twinkly quality sometimes. And I notice that maybe not so much with her right now because maybe her eyes are a bit more closed off. But her, you can still see that, I think. And and the way she's standing, it just seems like she's very like a
Dry? Would that
priestess kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a sort of like a tree, but not like a Jaivi, but sort of like she's kind of like a
like
a tower. They have a yeah.
Say that again, Glenn. You were saying like a tower.
She looks like a tower in a way.
I see.
And her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
And look,
Let me go ahead and take a look now and see what I can read.
We're out here really to just support what they do. I believe really strongly.
Do we declare
consensus?
consensus?
We declare consensus at this point.
Cleaner, more.
Yeah. Okay. We'll start. I'll start. I'll say yes. I see not shiny on her. I would be comfortable enough to call that.
So far, I think I'd go with shiny.
What about you, Mitchell?
I would agree.
Okay. Ben?
Yes, I would agree as well.
Infinity?
Yay.
Yay!
And Glenn?
Hold up a placard.
Yeah, I think that we're gonna have more like unanimous sort of answers if we do a group and like a emoji reading thing like this. Yeah, so shiny for me too.
Also, there'll be variations as you guys do more cases, and you won't agree on everything, and sometimes you'll be wrong on stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I'm willing to bet you that with
Glenn, I'm interested how it's going to be playing out in actually just about 2 or 3 more rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet you.
What's that?
I'm willing to bet you that in the sample quizzes that in the quiz that we just took, that I have a feeling there would be enough disagreement there that you would see very different results.
Yeah.
Just a guess.
Let me go take a look. Read her there.
With healthier content actually perform better and make more money, which is what Hollywood wants anyway, right? So isn't that funny? What all of us want, right? So yeah, I'm really proud of what they stand for and what they're doing here. So we're just here to support. I mean, I'm an actor and a producer, and so I'm hoping Movie Guide will continue to support the projects that I do, and I'm happy to continue to be a cheerleader for them.
Is that kind of your goal in making your films and going out for different roles?
It is really. I mean, it's not so much that a film has to have necessarily
We went underwater for a while.
a story is better if there's a redemptive or meaningful element to
I mean,
it.
she went home, not underwater.
That's really where my passion is in good storytelling that takes out all the things that I believe detract from good storytelling, like excessive foul language or sexual content or things like that, and let it just be about the story and the character. Yeah.
Are there any films that stand out to you this year in particular, or this past year that are Oscar nominated, that really stand out as this was a great movie and it didn't need all that kind of junk to get the R rating?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's evidence that, we look at like August Osage County. That's got these incredible actors in it. My goodness, it's like a dream cast. And unfortunately, it's got a little bit too much, language for my taste. But overall,
this was a very hard feat for me here because I had to check my work again as I should. But I believe this is a Nijai.
Oh, really?
I was beginning to wonder as the last couple seconds of this, I was beginning to change my tune.
She's got a lot of Jai going on. I think she might be like a riff of Amy Adams when she gets going. Yeah. And Amy Adams also has the squinty eye.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe a
it's
bit
not like a lot of vibe, right?
I think she has a good amount of vibe.
Okay.
But and the hands, these are tricky ones. She's got the long fingers. We've talked about it before. The Nijai that have the slightly longer fingers, it can look a bit fronzy. But I'm trying to go with her cadence and how far it's going up her face, and generally the cadence. The cadence is what I think I'm seeing. So go ahead, keep watching here, but I believe I'm seeing Nijai here.
Yeah, because we thought that we were seeing heaviness on her
You guys
eyebrows. And
I think we played with Knee Alpha a little bit too, to a certain extent earlier on, and then we sort of drifted towards.
I think you guys actually were veering towards Nijai, and then it switched.
Yeah.
I actually, my initial impression was Nijai, but then I started to see like a lot of what Jalene was saying to a certain extent, and then I kind of, you know, sort of
changed. Yeah, she does have a lot of Jai.
Jai and Bai.
Nijai, yeah.
And wobble. You notice that?
Focus now because I noticed you guys are all thinking, but I think right there, you see what I'm saying? I think it's a little quick. And the arms, they're a little tighter in the lines.
And it had such a wonderful redemptive message in it that this, here this woman has taken on her father's name to redeem him after
I feel like Amy Adams here.
It was so beautiful to me.
You see her bobbles and her bobble jut? It's a little quicker. Recognized.
Are there any projects coming out?
Yeah. I almost wish we could see the previous interview. Wow, it's like she's totally different between this interview and the last two.
You see his eyes though, right there? That seems to be, I think that's a niche I'm looking at.
She just seems way more animated here than the last two videos. It's almost like it negates.
The last one, like we saw,
that's something
she
to consider.
wasn't even looking at the interview. Right?
Yeah, that's what I think.
The drinking in, though. That is one thing I noticed.
Okay, Mitchell, that's exactly what I was going to say. This is really good, by the way. You're going to learn a lot. People are going to learn a lot, and I learned a lot from listening to how you did it, because I think I heard one of the things that turned it, and it was because I think early on you guys were talking more in Nijai, and then it was how much she was being yin in that interview, drinking that person in.
Yeah.
But Nijai do that. In fact, I need to actually look down and look bored if another person's monologuing too much. For someone who's talking and the other person just drink.
It's like the one we thought was an IG, too, with him. Like, how he was kind of one of those, more, at least in that instance, was playing more of the yin aspects of the Nishai, which is the...
Let's go back to the interview, because I didn't see that. I heard you guys talking about it, but I believe that's when it would start turning to how much she was more you guys thought adaptive right away. Then you guys got values based with Jai and Ni.
Right.
So then it was how yin is she, and I think that was the point where I was hearing. This is great. I was listening to you guys' mental chatter. Your mental chatter was she seems really yin.
And that's all it takes. That's all it takes to create a change.
And I think that tipping point was around that interview. Let's go to that interview and see that point. This is cool.
Wow.
Like track where the this is awesome.
This is a.
I'm sorry, Infinity.
This is amazingly cool. That's all I'm gonna say. Really, really great stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can do like chiropractic all the time of like reading chiropractic.
And that's how we do it. It's just cool when you actually get this captured on a blog.
Coach, this was a really slick idea to make these changes, I must tell you.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll keep trying to keep calibrating and so forth. And as I want to work in the track 2 stuff as well, because I really think the whole program bonus stacks.
Okay, so here we go. This is the one where she was doing the interview with Drew Peters. Okay,
was that the first or second?
It's the second one.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, this is key. Jaini generally.
Oh my God.
But they cannot. They're subjective. They cannot keep drinking in that long. Just drinking. It's true. The gatherers are designed to listen to monologues.
It reminds me so much of that guy Olaf. Olaf from the Night.
Talking about.
Exactly.
He was talking about.
But he never stopped drinking in.
Exactly. Subjective riff.
Yeah, it's particularly one thing is being quiet. The Nishai are very quiet, objective sometimes, although they can be chatty too, obviously.
I trust me, I can be like that.
She definitely seems like a shyer riff.
Yes. And that's one thing that I definitely track, which is cool because the Nijai is my other, is you have to track what the eyes are doing.
Yeah, they're shy, but they're really curious and they're very interested.
Exactly.
And that shows in the eyes.
It does. In fact, a lot of times it's good that Niji are really good at reading people because you have to sort of read how it's going with them without them saying it verbally. But their eye contact and their eye resonating, you can read it if you can see good enough.
And I think it's because they have the knee over the shy. They're also a bit more jumpy and they're easily excitable, which is I think different from Shiny.
That's a very good point.
Right.
Nijai are jumpy, Shiny, generally.
Right. They've got the knee plus Z stuff going on. Yeah.
But in a way, it's interesting you mentioned that, Glenn, is that jumpiness actually can be good when you have a dragon as a mate. It means you can move in and out of trajectories very quickly. So they can get out of the way quickly, and they can return to the dragon's side very quickly. And that, because of the way we operate, you kind of need someone who can move in and out of emotional distance very quickly and with very good, like, sixth sense vibing of when's right. Because interesting, Nijai are very, they can be very skittish and jumpy, but interesting enough is if they are healthy and know what they're doing, they still have that quality to them, but they tend to be very comfortable being in stormy things. They enjoy the fact that they can be around extremely intense people or very intense natural phenomenon, and they know what to do. It's interesting. They do tend to kind of nice in a way. They tend to be nervous on certain things, but then they enjoy fetishing on going into sort of random or mercurial areas.
You're talking about Nijai, right? You're talking about Nijai?
Indeed.
Yeah, big time. You know, by the way, this is all stuff that we can use. We can with Starglow, we can use all this stuff, all these qualities.
And that's why I said this mental chatter. It's just good for so many things. It helps clear your mind. It also helps teach you stuff, and it helps you with the reading because you kind of bounce the words off of them. So definitely. And a lot of go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the Mojo ebooks, are we gonna have like more detailed and more like nuanced list of hues and stuff?
Mitchell and Ben, I wanted to have everything. I want it to be the most awesome artifact ever. That's the big.
All right, sweet.
All right. We're on that.
We're gonna get
everything.
Because basically, we found out that for the field work, that what we need is, and we're doing really good, is we have the initial intro, which has been working great, and then, can you pause it for me? Thank you. The initial intro is working great. We now need, and the Nijai are just waiting for us to basically give them a 10-minute TED Talk. They basically stand there, plant their feet, pause, and go, okay,
actually,
about your thing. And so
in the first couple replies that I got from you, that I wanted that long TED Talk in a way. I wanted to be explained the whole damn thing. So in a way, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So the idea is we're going to do that, and then it's going to be designed to have a close, a call to action, which is go to your ebook. If you do nothing else, remember this. Go download that ebook. It's going to change your life. So we need a life-changing ebook for these. They're set up for a TED Talk. We're going to give a TED Talk, and at the end of it is go get the ebook. Boom. They do that. They're hooked. They geek out for life. Everybody wins. All right.
Enlightenment.
Okay. On this sample. Indeed. Are you guys able to see Nijai on her?
Yeah, no, I see.
More than before.
She had a few tricky things. She also had that kind of like Amy Adams, that sort of like permanently poignant jai.
Yeah.
Which permanently poignant does not actually necessarily mean that it's like source power, because some Nijai, for example, like Sia, they kind of like always have a bit of like sad to them. Licky Lee has that.
Yeah.
Always a little kind of like artfully sad. And so she has sort of like that earthy, kind of sad quality.
Quality energy.
Which can be alluring. I mean, so some nights actually that riff that's very calming to them.
Yeah.
Feel safe. Totally.
Yeah, it's kind of like how with Nijai, some of them have more permanent stone face
Yes.
than others.
Because you could tell, like that fact, like when she was drinking
That's a great point of view.
monologuing, yeah, that she would be able to hold the eye gaze and drink in for a long period of time while keeping that safe tone with her jai. So like that would be very helpful, I would imagine, with Naiji, who are more shy about articulating and getting them to come out and
Just anxious too.
Yeah, and more anxious. Yeah.
Totally. All right, excellent. Let's do another one. Fun button. All right.
Who's
On this one, I'm gonna try something different. See how it goes. And we'll do another group read. Let's actually have it to where you can ask ahead of time. Or you want to do it ahead of time, or during the read, you want to ask for a dichotomy, kind of like a quiz show. You can get one dichotomy told to you.
Oh, like Millionaire.
Yeah. Can you do it during it?
Phone a friend.
Yeah.
Let's actually let's do Tammy Blanchard or Checker Media. Tammy Blanchard.
Let's see.
Got media?
That's actually Kate Blanchett.
No.
That's a no.
As for Tammy
Okay.
Blanchard, Kate Blanchett.
Let's do.
It's like you'll do.
Let's do Sandrine Bonaire.
How do you spell it?
Sandrine. Yeah, that.
That's what we got.
And then Bonaire, Bonnaire.
Maybe two N's in the E.
And that makes all the difference
That
in the world.
makes all the difference in the world. Okay, yes, we do have
Do it.
interviews of her, and so
Sandrine Bonaire.
you'll reveal and
If you guys want it.
if we want it.
Yeah. So if
And
you.
is this group or
This is group. This is gonna be group. And so as a group, if you want, you could ask for a dichotomy.
For you?
Yes.
So.
But don't ask for it unless you need it.
Okay.
Okay.
And only one.
And only one.
That would have been useful. That would have been really.
I know. I was thinking that.
Hey, can I ask for 5 dichotomies?
Four would be enough. 4 would be enough. You had 4.
Oh, that'd be nice,
Possibly.
4.
Oh.
But then the next 5, we won't.
No,
be
number
able
5 is going to be
that.
male, female.
Yeah.
We need to include the gender mojos, not just the mojos.
It's true.
This is true. Okay, so the interview we're about to watch is from La Villette, Lavillett. Okay, here we go. She's going to be speaking in French, so that does have a higher degree of difficulty, but
Cool beans.
that's being we're going to give it a go.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
This is good though. You're all ambitious.
C'est bien parce que je trouve que c'est une bonne action. C'est une bonne action dans le sens où moi j'ai toujours pensé que le cinéma rassemble. Et donc l'idée d'avoir un accès au cinéma gratuitement pour tout le monde, pour tous les goûts, en plus dans un endroit qui est quand même assez exceptionnel. Et l'idée que ce soit aussi en plein air, voilà, je dirais que le cinéma est un vrai voyage. Et donc comme ça se fait pendant les grandes vacances, pour ceux qui ne partent pas et qui peuvent... c'est l'idée un peu de les faire voyager.
Your head's always tilted to the left. Your eyes are always on the right, seems like.
L'Oréal, que j'ai revu d'ailleurs en DVD il y a pas longtemps.
Yeah, her eyes are hanging out on the right.
C'était très moderne, c'est un très beau film. Et puis, moi, je suis assez fan.
It's definitely not a Zai check.
Donc évidemment,
I'm not sure yet, actually.
Yeah, I haven't gone there
I haven't.
Yeah.
assez violent, assez
I'm taking her in still, actually.
qui était très audacieux pour l'époque et qui
The articulation seems localized.
l'ont vu il n'y a pas si longtemps.
Either polar or offside. The articulation seems localized.
I've actually.
Ben, what do you mean by that? I don't even know what that means. What does it mean?
I have an easy time with articulation, I thought. And I'm still taking her in, but I'm not.
What is localized articulation?
Well, I just mean it doesn't go very far up the face. The articulation.
Okay, got it.
I'm not saying whether it's he or she. I'm just.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks.
C'était vraiment formidable. Ça, c'est une période qui m'a plus marqué. Pour moi, ça équivaut
Kind of pinning herself down with her left arm.
à une vraie liberté. 20 ans, c'est l'âge de toutes les audaces. 20 ans, bah,
She's got her right arm going up and doing these movements.
Yeah.
Oui, c'est quitter la famille, c'est avoir toutes les audaces, c'est se prendre en charge, c'est
hands do have some tension to them.
tout ça. Et c'est la découverte aussi de si on est un peu curieux.
A lot of eyebrow raises. Oh, she did a little bit of yang gesturing there.
Tous les films de pitch, je les ai découverts à 20 ans. Et moi, en tant que comédienne à l'âge de 20 ans,
a degree of tension for
bien.
hands when they do come up.
Je dirais que mes meilleurs films, je les ai faits à peu près cette période-là.
Yeah, she is like, and she might, but she does seem to be doing the yang thing of movement of like you're ready to launch off the seat.
Yeah.
A little bit. So, and she was doing some yang gesturing. Whether these are natural or not, that's a different story. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Definitely some anchoring there with the body. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me pull another interview for her.
No, I really got to see that one.
But she does have a lot of eyebrow raise and a lot of expression on her face going on.
Yeah, nonverbal articulation.
And it seems like it's aware. I'm not sure. Like she's doing it deliberately, all of that sort of stuff.
It does seem.
I'm not sure though.
That way as well.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know. We're on a freeze frame of 14 seconds of this new interview, and let me pull it up for you when you do queue up to that, she seems like it's natural as far to go home, like to go to her subjective.
Jillian, for whatever reason, I'm seeing 13 seconds, and I don't know. I'm actually seeing words in 13 seconds.
Okay. It must be a delay on your.
Like a second delay.
Like a
yeah.
More an easy picture.
Yeah. Okay. I'll set it back a little bit then, so you'll see the 14 seconds delay.
Yeah. If not, don't worry too much about it. But.
Yeah. But I'm sure she'll be doing this throughout.
Oh.
Okay. Let's get started. For the audience, this is an interview from La Semaine de la Critique, so hopefully you guys know how that's spelled. I'm seeing a lot of that nonverbal articulation, that expressiveness.
I'm seeing a lot of HSP.
Yeah.
It's a good observation.
It is a good observation.
I'm considering the fact that I might be wrong about the articulation thing.
Okay. She is on the left again.
Because she seems to be.
Does this look like she's hitting hard?
Yeah, look at her. She's
that
weird view a lot.
Yeah, that smile there. Let me.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, that seemed like a fuller smile, not so much the Cheshire cat. Or, I did seem to see on the cheeks.
Okay, tribal pie.
And did it seem like it was like a smile where she was trying to move the person, or did it seem like it was like a shy kind of inward kind of thing?
It seemed like she was looking straight at him and signaling There we go. At 51
this
seconds.
is interesting.
It's like
EV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, but trying to say I keep muting you. And it looks like her lips have a little bit of the pucker.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that?
You said pucker?
I'm not seeing that.
No, not now, but before.
prior.
I was seeing that. Now, definitely not.
Here, at 40.
I was trying to say that, but it muted me because you started the video again.
Yeah.
49 seconds?
47 seconds?
I don't remember the exact time code, but when she was on her left, she had it looked like pucker to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I saw it.
Was it
right before the smile?
Not
right
there. She's not. No.
Right. Well,
I'm at 47 seconds. It looks like she has like a gloomy kind of look on her face, and her mouth is kind of. It looks like kind of like a pucker, yeah. But her mouth is still open.
No.
I don't know if you see it again, Mitchell.
I did. I thought I kind of did.
Okay.
Sort of.
Do you know what time code it was?
Just a few seconds ago. Hang on. Like 48-ish.
Oh.
It's like right in between 40 and 49.
It's like a 49.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
and there was definitely another one.
Yeah.
Way before that. That wasn't even the one I was originally talking about. There was one a long time ago.
what does that lead you? Like the pucker? What does that signal to you? Like G? The G pucker?
Yeah.
I also think that it's G. And I'm leaning pretty heavily towards Naiji right now, but
yeah, I mean,
I'd like to. I didn't want to say that too soon because I want to let your thoughts, process and stuff. But
she did. She is on the left right now, but she has been on. Now she's going to. I mean, sorry, she was on her right. Let me play it back. And it seems that when she's there, her face goes more flat. In opposition of when she was on the left, that's her major pattern, and her face has more expressiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Mais j'étais sans intervention. Je me suis pas dit. Je dirais que la seule volonté que j'avais, le seul point que
she's jutting quite a bit. I do notice that.
She seems to have a lot of charisma.
Yeah, she does. Like storytelling ability, she is.
Yeah, she's really good at that.
It also looks to me like she's noting a lot of how it's hitting the other person.
And calibrating.
And I can see what looks like aware kind of flexations where.
Yeah, that looked tactical.
Yeah.
When she went to her right.
Yeah.
That did not look.
And it looks like it's all being based off of like a playlist, kind of actions and behaviors and mannerisms, all of that come from her knife, and she's kind of pulling those out as needed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like she notices the person maybe doing something, and then she kind of thinks, okay, I gotta pull in this kind of a gesture to sort of maybe make the person feel more comfortable or something.
Yeah.
And keep the conversation, to keep it kind of going along, and there's no dull moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
She seems really cagey.
Yeah, I am seeing caginess.
Cagey, yeah.
I see a little bit of caginess, sure.
Also, I don't really see the emoting go into the eyes.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna agree with Ben on that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Again, she's on the
That's a
left.
good game.
Yeah.
She switches between left and right a lot, though. I mean, she will smile on the left. Excuse me, on the right. She wasn't before.
But when she gets going,
But when she gets going, she definitely seems like she goes back to the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with that.
She also often goes to the right in the context of from her left. Like she'll be like in a left head tilt, and then
like right
and then her
now,
eyes will disengage to the right to get to the end. Yeah.
shrug, doing a bunch of shrugs.
Yeah.
When she was doing head tilts.
Yeah.
You know, another thing on the right too is it does seem like it has that pausing
Quality, training quality.
Right.
Like you'll.
Parce que je vois Cheval un peu
Time out.
assez loin. Je le voyais dans Chouchou Loulou, je le voyais pas comme ça. Vraiment. Excellent.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Et elle me plaît parce que elle a quelque chose de très normal.
She did a lot of squinting. Very full face.
When she goes inside.
Shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very full face shut.
Personnage est comme ça. Je l'avais écrit comme ça.
I do see like her lips coming outward.
Right.
Yeah.
Like she.
Elle a une beauté, puis une beauté simple en même temps. Vous voyez mon personnage en mouvement.
Yeah,
How does her
like a
gesturing
real
look like?
shot, like a hit.
Mm-hmm.
The environment.
Yeah.
How does her gesturing look like when you do see it?
It seems to have tension and percussiveness.
Yeah.
Like even this right
Even
now.
when she does a lot of yin.
Yeah.
A lot of back of the hand.
Like this, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah.
but she just did.
It hits the heart. Yeah.
It's very quick too, right?
Very linear.
Yeah.
She's not doing like the circly. Jumpy.
It seems like the ones that are emojos, even if they have it as their modulation, they're like their gesturing tends to be more laser-like. You think? Or no, do you think that
Maybe
goes
not
with V?
laser-like, but what it does look more, it looks more like it
Linear?
visually makes sense. Like they're actually painting something. When you
Yeah.
see,
Yeah, it looks like it's controlled.
abstraction-like, like they're painting something abstract, you know?
Yeah. That
Actually,
makes sense to Dima.
form.
Yeah.
Five senses.
Yeah.
Not following the five senses. Okay. If it's okay with you guys,
I
I'm.
noticed that
Go ahead.
yeah. I was just saying, like, when she like pushes back her hair or scratches her neck or something, it seems like she's clawing at it or something, and then she kind of just puts her hands away. Looks like.
And she's really squinting a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing quite a
Like,
bit,
I don't
actually.
see her doing a lot of like comfortable drinking in, energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
At all.
yeah, I agree with you,
When,
Mitchell.
Yeah, I
so when
agree.
she's looking, she's kind of the eyebrows get kind of furrowed.
Yes, completely.
So she'll go to her left.
Yeah. She does a lot of these monologuing while in 1,000-yard stares, then connects
Yeah.
to like, land on a point, on a punctuated point, then does more 1,000-yard stare monologuing.
Definitely seems warm out too. I mean, I know we've kind of established that we've seen a lot of G cues. But just another one is that when she is out, very smiley, kind of full face.
Mm-hmm.
Completely.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
She is kind of leaning forward a bit too.
Yeah.
True, I don't see her like
a huntress.
leaning
Yeah, that's
back.
the first
She is talent.
that she did have a constant lean forward.
Yeah.
Or at least upness, like poised. Certainly never lax.
No, I didn't get lax at all from her at all.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, she like from the very beginning, she seemed like she was kind of like tense or uncomfortable.
Yeah. So.
That's yeah. I saw a lot of HSP in her.
Yeah, a lot of HSP that she has customized and used and gotten used to, and from doing a lot of interviews and a lot of talking and speaking.
Okay, last interview here. The interview is of her at Cannes in 2012 by Telerama Oficial. Okay. That seemed, I don't know, I'll play it back for you guys. That seemed a little like HSP looking towards the camera. She's looking at the camera. It's a little weary.
Like a little.
Good point.
Like getting used to it all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Where's Smile?
You fast forward through this preview section. Okay, here we go. Okay, she's smoking.
C'est la scène entre William et le petit.
What's the time there?
La cave.
This is at a minute 22 starts.
After the squint.
Yeah. That is a squint.
For sure.
When to market. Ça veut dire quoi? All the way home. Le retour à la maison.
She's got like a knife perch going on.
Alors,
Yeah, perch forward.
Ah.
That's right.
Perch with her left
Definitely
arm
perch forward.
and forward, sort of leaning in. Punch. And
Yeah.
her elbow and her arm, her right arm, it looks like she literally looks like a huntress right there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when she goes in, like that looks home. It doesn't look like it's a struggle to get something in her inner world, you know.
Yeah. Right now, I saw some dissatisfaction.
Engagé?
When she paused and did this.
Bah, j'espère.
Skinning of the teeth.
Very full out.
Yeah.
Bien sûr.
Kind of reminded me of Coach just a little bit. Except his is like fills up a room.
Engagé aussi
Yeah.
de tout ce que font enfin, le travail du metteur en
She likes
scène.
to play with the cards too.
Engagé.
I think maybe she's finding them
Aussi dans la vie.
comfortable to hold on to them. But I don't know what she's talking about. She may be talking about them specifically. Oh, it's the
Qu'est-ce qui vous
questions.
fait pleurer?
Okay, so it has questions.
Qu'est-ce qui me fait pleurer? Je peux pleurer de joie.
Just cry what makes me cry, right? She say, okay, I can cry out of joy.
Quand justement Charles Besson présente le film hier soir, ça peut me faire pleurer.
On a ride a lot here,
Yeah.
but it
De
seems
qui êtes-vous
cool.
l'héritière?
Still squinting.
Still
Alors là,
swimming.
dans le cinéma ou pas forcément?
She's asking for clarification.
Instinctivement, je dirais Piala, forcément. On va parler de cinéma puisqu'on est là avec une caméra.
Okay, yeah.
Je crois que j'ai hérité de.
Definitely looks cool.
Pour moi, c'est.
Yeah, and
On
it
the
just
right.
felt so loose sometimes when she left.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when she gets into monologuing, she's more on her left and looser.
Yeah.
Elle sera toujours ma référence.
It's true.
Got a lot of sides though.
Less loose in this back and
Enfin,
forth
d'abord, je suis
reacting
devenue
to questions.
ce que je suis aujourd'hui grâce à lui.
That she's having to do for
Voilà,
this
ça a été
kind
des
of
bonnes bases. Piala m'a éduqué, m'a fait renaître. Et là, je reviens un peu au sujet du film. Pour moi, c'est forcément un père de substitution. J'ai eu un premier père qui m'a fait exister en tant qu'être humain, et puis Piala m'a fait naître.
Quand je rencontre un type, eh ben, je pense à mon père.
Okay, I'm fast
Et
forwarding.
c'est un.
Okay, fast forward and I'm at 5 minutes, 1 second.
C'est un film que je voulais voir par rapport à mon sujet. Voilà. Ce personnage. Et moi, mon personnage dans la cage. Je me suis dit, je vais amener ce film parce qu'il y a peut-être des... Voilà, ça va peut-être m'inspirer. Et donc j'ai trimballé ce film en tournage, tout le temps, comme ça, je l'avais tout le temps avec moi. Et en fait, je ne l'ai jamais regardé parce que le défi, finalement, c'était d'être... alors peut-être ça peut vous paraître prétentieux, mais au fond, ça ne l'est pas. Je me suis dit, de toute façon, c'est idiot d'avoir des références sur
All right, what do you guys have?
Okay, so do we say I feel comfortable with Naiji? How about
I'd
you,
say
Demas?
Naiji.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Naiji.
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 And Glenn?
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, Naiji.
She is Naiji.
All right.
Awesome.
Good team. That was awesome. You guys are saying so much good stuff there. Really, great insights. I think that's great material for people watching it. Well done. Okay, I think this went really, really great, and so we'll keep going this way and keep tweaking a little bit, but I think we're getting the sweet spot now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything before we take off? No? Okay.
Good. We're good.
Monday night is going to be Ambassador Incantation. No, it's going to be Mojo reading, Mojo Dojo ebook, Giant Lead and Infiniti. And Tuesday is going to be Naiji Temple, 5:30. Boom. Okay, good stuff. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Great work, and we'll keep doing it.
You guys. Take care.
Fun.
Bye, guys.
You guys.
Great. Hangout.